when Phil Jackson was the coach of the Los Angeles Lakers, Jerry West talks about it. It's in his book. He would walk by Jerry West and not say hello. Jerry West felt like dissed, like, whoa, I know Phil Jackson's got clout, but that's Jerry West you're talking about. Jerry West and Phil Jackson, look, he kicked him out of the locker room. Get the bleep out to Jerry West. Now, I understand, Ryan, why Phil Jackson did it, I believe. He talks about the 5 stages of team building, of like tribal building. He sees it as a tribe, right? Like you have to think and there's a certain phase where it's us against the world, and it has to be just the team. And he's probably showing his team, guys, it's just us. No one, not even Jerry West. Jerry West out. That's how I feel. He's trying to do that. Whatever his tactics, it affected West. And I believe the feud continues to this day. Phil Jackson engaged once upon a time to Jeannie Buss. There seems to be an irreparable rift between Jerry West and the Lakers. I think there are hard feelings on both sides, and I think when he makes a comment like that, he is dissing the Lakers.
I completely disagree. And I'm not saying that there wasn't a feud, there wasn't some bad moments. This is the reason why. Last season, I had the privilege of working amongst the Clippers broadcast crew, calling some games, working in studio, and I would run into all the guys, especially Jerry. And the one thing that stuck out in my mind, big, Jerry West at 81 years old, he is as straight a shooter as they come. When Jerry West feels some type of way, he knows he's the logo, and he lets it rip. And if Jerry West had something to say about the Lakers, something to throw out, some comments, some problems, Max, I guarantee he would say it. And he wouldn't just address them, he would address them by name. So I don't see that he's not just telling the truth about the Clippers. Take a second, Max. Look at the moves that Jerry West, Lawrence Frank, and Doc Rivers have done. Okay, sign and trade for Chris Paul. Move Blake Griffin after signing him to a 5-year max contract. Trade Tobias Harris. At that time, your best player, the closest thing the Clippers had to an All-Star. What do they get in return? Kawhi Leonard, Paul George, Lou Williams, and Montrezl Harrell, the 6th and 7th man of the years. We're going to 7th man, that's Ralph Lauer. Ralph Lauer loved to call him the 7th man of the year award. Literally on the same exact team on comfortable contracts. So we're going to compare and contrast. You tell me that there was anything wrong, Max, and you've been hearing me say that the Clippers are the best run organization in sports as of this last year, that Jerry West said.
Look, there is on this show oftentimes what look like, in the morning meeting when we prepare, what look like good debates. But the reason it looks like good debates is because you can see a strong point of view on either side. So it's not that I don't understand what you're saying, but what we're really asking is underneath, what's the motivation? Is it simply that, hey, Jerry, tell the truth about the Clippers? Or is it if the relationship were better with the Lakers? Well, first of all, if the relationship were better with the Lakers, he'd be in the franchise. He'd be a Laker, in the front office, an advisor. He'd be a Laker still, which is really the way it's supposed to be. But okay, if the relationship were better with the Lakers, I don't think he answers the question the same way. Emphasis, best organization ever been around. That has got to be a shot at it. He's Mr. Laker. If you had a Rushmore, Mount Rushmore of Lakers, most franchises like your Clippers, Ryan, the problem is finding 4 guys who belong on it. The Lakers, the problem is, damn, Shaq doesn't make the Mount Rushmore? Well, maybe not, because Kareem's got to be on it, right? Doesn't Kareem make the Mount Rushmore? Because I'll tell you 3 guys who have to be on it. Magic Johnson, Kobe Bryant, Jerry West. Those 3 guys have to be on the Lakers Mount Rushmore. So there's only one more slot for everyone else, because Jerry West got to be on it. That dude, who not only did it as a player, but in the front office, the greatest ever, and most of the accomplishment is with that franchise, is unequivocal. Not just the cross-town rival, Ryan, the cross-hallway rival, who share the Staples Center with you, who are in a death match right now for the Beast of the West, right? That dude is going to say it like that? No, don't tell me there's nothing underneath that.
No, listen, man. If I hadn't lived it and I hadn't seen it, I know we joke about my time in the NBA, but I've seen 9 different organizations. I've seen different fits. I've talked to several guys, man. The NBA is literally, Max, it's a fraternity. And when I tell you from the time I got to the Clippers to what I'm seeing now and how great it was then, Literally, it's unparalleled. The professionalism, Steve Ballmer, the way he's invested, and not just invested realistically. The way he gets out of the way of Doc Rivers, of Lawrence Frank. The way that Lawrence Frank actually understands the dynamic when you make a trade into the locker room. When guys get traded and moved, Lawrence Frank says, man, thank you for your time. Most guys get traded in tweets, bro.
I appreciate the insight, and I agree with your assessment from where I'm sitting about the Clippers organization. But the fact is, and full disclaimer, it's not like you're hiding it, you do broadcast for them, right? So I understand that you're not lying because you hear the same thing from many people about the organization Ballmer has set up, and you even look at the quality of the people he has. Maybe foremost Jerry West, right? So I get it. He can be telling the truth, but there's a way to tell that truth that doesn't shoot at the Lakers. This shoots at them.
Is he wrong? Is anything, hold on, see, that's what I'm trying to figure out, Max. Is there anything that Jerry West said that was wrong? Because you're making it sound like he had to be underhanded. At 81 years old, man, that filter is gone, brother.
Well,
that filter ain't there.
I'll tell you, it's hard to say, I believe, based on his experience, which has been limited with the Clippers so far. He hasn't been there all that long, and they haven't done anything yet. They haven't won a championship yet. Tough to say that a franchise with whom you won 10 championships as an executive and another one as a player. Max. Tough to say that one is better than the one you won all the championships with over decades and decades.
Hear me on record. I've never seen anything like it. I've never seen anything like what the Clippers are doing behind the scenes. And I'm not just talking about the moves that you see. I personally haven't seen it. And I don't care if they pay me, they don't pay me, ain't nothing guaranteed. I've never seen anything like what the Clippers are doing.
You mentioned the seventh. That's saying something because you mentioned the 7th Man of the Year award. You have like the all-time record for 12th man. You're going into the 12th Man Hall of Fame.
Thank you so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.